Audio technology isn't the most publicized department here at American University, but Program Director Paul Ohlers has worked 6 years to bring it from a one-classroom, one-computer setting into the multi-million-dollar studio that sits below us here at the Krieger Building. We spoke to Paul, as well as to 2 audio technology students, about the evolution of the program and to the special qualities that Paul brings that makes the program what it is.
The thing I liked about the position was that they sort of said, here's the program, do whatever you want to do to it, to make it into a program that students are going to want to come to.
Paul's done an incredible job. He's turned the program around from what I understand was just one computer with Pro Tools and turned it into, a multi-million-dollar studio.
I would describe him as an innovator. When Paul came to this school, the audio production program was a one-classroom program where the students, there was only, I think it was something small, like 15 majors, and they were sharing computers in one classroom, and now we have our own giant studio, our own basement, our own everything we could ever need.
So what I tried to do was add more courses that I thought would prepare the students better for the real world.
I'm not an academic here to learn something that I'm passionate about. And that thing that I'm passionate about happens to be very hands-on, very experience-oriented.
Some of my colleagues like to talk a lot about critical thinking skills and say, we're not a skill training university. I think to not train students in in specific skills to their discipline is a disservice to those students.
Like, the technical aspect is so important to what we do, because you can have this idea in your head of how to make people come together and how to, produce a great record. But if you can't, if you can't use a noise gate, or if you can't control the gain stages on some of your recording tracks, you're in big trouble.
And I can honestly say I've learned more relating to my major than anyone that I really know that's, in another program.
I kind of look at the way some other departments treat their students as like high school plus. You're here and I'll acknowledge you, but I'm not going to treat you like a person.
In my other classes, the professor, they keep a very clear and defined separation between them and the students.
They very much stick to the plan. They're not willing to, break. You're not willing to bend and help someone.
My father used to call that ice cube schooling, where you take water and which could go many different directions and become many different things, and you put it into an ice cube tray and freeze it, so everyone's the same.
But Paul's not like that. Paul is always willing to accommodate. He's always willing to help.
Every student has my cell number. Every student, knows they can call me. They can stop by my house if they really need something, which is the way it is, the way it should be.
Paul is much more than just a faculty advisor. He really sort of becomes a friend to everyone. And, anytime I need anything, Paul is definitely one of the people that I would turn to.
This has been a special report by Shamar reporting for Comm-320.